Hi gorgeous! Happy Frugal Friday to you. As promised in last week's video, today we're talking all about makeup removers from the drugstore. And these are from a variety of different brands, and they're also a variety of different kinds. Because I didn't want to stick with just one type in particular. I wanted to include as many as possible, so in case you're looking for something new, you can see how it works here. There are 10 different ones that I've tested out for you. I'll be showing you up close how they remove the makeup, and I'll be giving you the real time that it took to remove the makeup, as well as my full review on each one. By the way, if you happen to miss last week's video, I had talked about how to use makeup removing wipes, and the way that you use makeup removers is really no different. You do want to hold the solution against your eye for at least 30 seconds to a minute to help loosen up the makeup, and then begin to wipe it away. So when you see me doing that in the examples I'm sharing with you today, that is why I'm doing it that way. I'm gonna do this video a little bit differently. I'm gonna start with 3 different makeup removers, and the reason I'm talking about 3 of these in conjunction with one another is because the first one is the Neutrogena oil-free makeup remover, and then I have 2 store brands that say they compare to the Neutrogena remover, but are significantly cheaper, and those are the Up and Up from Target and Studio 35, which you can find at Walgreens. All 3 of these start out with the same exact directions, and they tell you to shake them really well before using them because there's 2 different formulas in here, and you can see the separation between the 2. And you're supposed to mix these together before you begin to use them to get the best results possible. We'll start with the Neutrogena one, and then I'll compare the other 2 to this one. To start off with, the consistency is very light. I had expected it to be much oilier than what it turned out to be. I really like that about it. When I started using it though, it took a lot longer to get my eye makeup off with this makeup remover. I was not too happy with that. I felt like I had to do much more rubbing than I would have needed to. And I did wash my face after using the makeup remover, and a ton of mascara was still in my lashes and had transferred underneath my eye after I got done washing my face. And there was also an oily residue left over with this makeup remover. So all in all, not too happy with the Neutrogena one, so I said, well, let me try out the Up and Up and Studio 35 and see if they are actually comparative to this one or if they're a little bit better. The one from Up and Up had a very similar consistency to the one from Neutrogena. It did remove my eye makeup very easily, but it made my vision blurry. And if you've ever used one of the makeup removers that gets into your eyes and makes your vision blurry, you know how annoying that can be because you can't see for at least 5 minutes after you've used it. Something very strange happened with this particular makeup remover that I didn't experience with any of the other ones in this video. It made the cotton pad that I was using feel extremely scratchy. And the cotton pads that I use are not scratchy at all. They're actually very soft. So I was really disappointed by that. I don't know if it didn't moisten the pad enough. Maybe that's why it felt scratchy. But I didn't like that. It also left a very heavy residue on my face afterwards. I did have to wash my face, and when I washed my face, there was still some mascara left over on my lashes. So this one is very comparable to the Neutrogena one. Didn't like it either. So you can about imagine after using the Neutrogena one and the Up and Up one that I wasn't looking forward to using the Studio 35 one because it's comparable to Neutrogena. So I thought it was going to be the same exact kind. Very happy to tell you that it's not. It is a world of difference from those other 2. It removed my eye makeup so quickly. I feel like it was one of the fastest makeup removers out of the bunch, and it took all of it off. I went to wash my face afterwards because I did have some of that oily residue left over, and there was no mascara that came off my lashes whatsoever. So this really did get everything off of my face. And just in case you're curious, the ingredients in the Studio 35 version are slightly different than Neutrogena's if you can compare them side by side. So that could be why it worked a little bit better. Maybelline's Expert Eyes Moisturizing Eye Makeup Remover, and there are 2 different versions that Maybelline has out right now. There's one for waterproof makeup and there's one that's just for regular makeup. Obviously I wanted to test out the waterproof one because that's what we care about the most. First thing I will tell you about the Maybelline makeup remover is that it has a very thick consistency, very much like baby oil. That's what it looked like and reminded me of. It does dissolve the makeup pretty quickly, but it didn't take all the waterproof mascara off of my lashes, so disappointed by that. And there was a lot of oily residue left over on my skin afterwards, as you can see in this clip. So all in all, not too happy with the Maybelline one, and I would say stick around for some better ones coming up here. Next up, I have 2 different ones from Boots number 7. I found these at Target very recently while I was on my hunt for makeup removers, been hunting makeup removers for the past 2 weeks now. First one is their Expert Sensitive Gentle Eye Makeup Removal Lotion, and the other one is from their Botanics line. This is their Micellar Cleansing Solution 3-in-1 All Bright. And I know many of you had said Micellar cleansing solutions are excellent. You have to try them. So I do have this one and another one that I'll be sharing with you in today's video. So while we're on the topic of micellar cleansing solutions, we'll go ahead and talk about the Botanics one. First off, this one has a very light consistency. It looks like water when it comes out of the bottle. There is no smell associated with it whatsoever, and it's very nice against the skin. It did do a pretty good job at removing the makeup around my eyes, or so I thought. I did wash my face afterwards with this one just to see if the waterproof mascara had been taken away, and unfortunately there was a lot left behind on my eyes, so really disappointed by that. On the plus side with this particular cleansing solution, my face did feel very soft, fresh, and it didn't feel like I had to wash my face afterwards. There was no oily residue whatsoever. So I did like that about this, but I wish it would have done a much better job at removing my eye makeup. And the other one, the Expert Sensitive Gentle Eye Makeup Removal Lotion, very thick consistency, like baby oil once again. And it did not remove all of the waterproof mascara from my eyes. It took a little bit longer to remove the makeup from my eyes with this one too, so I wasn't too happy about that. And there was an extremely oily residue left behind, which is the case with a lot of these makeup removers that are like this. So I did have to wash my face afterwards. Not that big a deal, but it just didn't do a good job all the way around, so can't recommend this one. Lumine also makes a waterproof eye makeup remover, and this is another one of those like the Neutrogena one that you have to shake because there are 2 solutions in here that need to be combined before you can use it. Very light consistency with this one, not thick at all, and while I was using it, I kept thinking, wow, this is doing a really good job at removing my makeup. And I went to go wash my face afterwards, and very happy to say that this one removed all traces of my waterproof mascara, so big thumbs up for that. Unfortunately, it did not take off the eyelash adhesive from my false eyelashes. Really disappointed by that because the lash adhesive that I had used is not a difficult one to remove, so the fact that this didn't remove it kind of concerned me. There was a slightly oily residue left behind, but it wasn't so heavy that I couldn't manage with it. It was just really light. And I feel like if I had not washed my face, it would have just dried on my face like normal, and it would have left my skin feeling very soft. So this one is kind of middle ground for me. I feel like if you don't wear false eyelashes, it's a good one to try, but if you do wear false eyelashes, it won't remove your eyelash adhesive. L'Oreal's Clean Artiste Waterproof and Long-Wearing Eye Makeup Remover, and it says that it is suitable for sensitive eyes, and I did find that with this to be very true. This removed my eye makeup instantaneously. I was so pleased at how quickly this took my eye makeup off, and there was no waterproof mascara left over whatsoever at all. Nothing. I mean, I even used another cotton pad with this makeup remover just to see if anything else would come off. Nothing. It took it all off. And there wasn't any oily residue that needed to be washed off my face afterwards either. I actually let it dry on my skin, and it dried within 8 to 10 minutes and left my skin feeling very smooth and soft. So I am very happy with the L'Oreal one, and I cannot recommend it enough. Next up is Simple's Cleansing Micellar Water. Many of you had raved about the Simple line in the last Frugal Friday that I talked about makeup removers, so I could not make this video without picking one up and trying it out for myself. Same exact consistency as the Boots Botanics one that I talked about earlier. Comes out of the bottle like water. It's very light, no scent to it really whatsoever, and it does take off the makeup nicely. It's a little slower compared to the other makeup removers that I reviewed for you within this video, but it does an excellent job at removing all of the makeup around your eyes especially. No irritation, no blurred vision with this one whatsoever, and it made my skin feel like it had just been cleansed with a cleanser. It was very soft, smooth, no oily residue to speak of, so very happy with this one. And thank you for recommending that I try it because I just can't rave enough about it. It's great. Steely Style also makes a makeup remover. It's called Simply the Best, and they advertise it as being an anti-aging and skin softening remover and skincare in one. Couldn't wait to try this one out. Has a thick consistency. It looks like lotion when it comes out of the bottle. I like that it has a pump. Big thumbs up for that feature with this one. A little bit of this formula goes a long way, and wow, does it remove the makeup fast. I couldn't believe the speed with this one. And it took everything off. Waterproof mascara, gone. Liquid eyeliner, gone. You don't have to worry about anything sticking around with this stuff. And no residue whatsoever left behind. It made my eyes feel so smooth, soft, cleansed. Can't tell you how great this one is. And Steely style is not available in stores anymore, but they do have a website. So if you're interested in checking this out, I will have that listed for you below because it's worth it. Last makeup remover I have to share with you is actually a cleansing oil. And cleansing oils are getting a lot of hype right now. And after using this one, I can see why. This one is from Garnier, and the way that you use this is you pump a little bit of it into your hand, and then you massage your skin and your eyes with the oil, and this helps to dissolve the makeup really fast, I might add. It really dissolves it super quickly. And then once you feel like you've gotten a good amount of that loosened up, you just rinse your face with water. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you that part because it is really hard to film yourself rinsing this off when you can't exactly see what you're doing. But holy cow, when you rinse the makeup, it literally just slides down your face, disappears. And there is no oily residue left over with this at all. You would think because you're using an oil to cleanse your skin, you'd have a bunch of oil left over. Not so. It makes your skin feel so soft, so fresh. You don't even need to wash afterwards. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I think I'm gonna have to do more with cleansing oils in another video because, wow. This is my new favorite. I think this is the way that I'm gonna start washing my face because I loved how this one performed. So which were the best and which were the worst? We'll start with the worst because I only have 2 hands. I can't hold them all. But the worst ones were from Up and Up, Maybelline, Neutrogena, and the 2 from Boots. Just not happy with the way that these performed or the residue that was left over with these. Skip, save your money, and go for the best ones, which are, hang on, let me get them in my hand. Simple, Steely style, Garnier. Ugh, you gotta try the Garnier. It is fabulous. It's probably my favorite out of all of the ones that I tested for you. Studio 35, LOreal, and Lumine, which is kind of middle ground for me, but it's pretty good for waterproof mascara. And let me know your favorite drugstore makeup remover, whether it was one that I mentioned today or one that I might have missed, because I can't test them all. As much as I would love to test them all, I just can't. But that's why I rely on you to share your feedback below also, because you contribute a great amount to the beauty community as well. And I know there are a lot of people who watch Frugal Fridays that do get a lot just from the comments alone. So your comments are really important. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing you again next Friday for another Frugal Friday. Have a great weekend.